If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you're looking for code cards, make sure you check out Poton Store. They have automatic email delivery and all the latest Pokemon TCG codes, and you can use Tablemon code for 5% off. If you're from Europe, mealybotsgaming.com is a great option to get your cards from. They have all sorts of sealed products, merchandise, and all the sets available from Pokemon Sun and Moon upwards, including the latest Hidden Fate set. Don't forget to use Tablemon code when checking out to get a further 5% off from your final purchase. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2020. I am going to San Diego, so the next few videos will be shorter in length. They will only be deck profiles, no battles, because I didn't have time to get everything ready before I left, but I did want to continue with the daily videos, and this is something that was heavily requested, and this is Gustavo Wada's top 8 deck from LAIC. It was like this big enigma, no one had seen it. People had played against it, but they weren't 100% sure on counts and whatnot. After seeing it, I was very surprised. The deck is all over the place. Like, it has so many singles, it has so many like options, right? But it's also, I don't know, like the deck relies on Garchomp Giratina, which is a really strong card, I think. You have the linear attack, sniping for 40 damage, and then Calamitous Slash finishes things off by doing 160 plus 80 more if they already have damage counters, so obviously synergy between both attacks. We also have the GG and GX attack to discard a Pokemon, which is really good, right? Really useful, but not the absolute best. GX attack, I think the deck will focus more on Guzzlord Nagnatel's GX attack, which everyone should be very familiar with by now. As we do have the Chaotic Order GX, we get to flip over prize cards and also grab two of them. And because the cost is colorless, you can actually reduce that cost with a counter gain card, and that means you don't have to have 3 energies total, but only 2. This also applies to Calamitous Slash. You have the counter gain and the Karate Belt in order to decrease your cost, and therefore, after you have used Mismagius and sacrificed them basically, then you have the chance to abuse these 2 cards and pay less energy to use your very powerful attacks. Now, the Guzzlord Nagnatell focused on maximum consistency and had 4 Order Pads and 4 Dust Stones. Gustavo, on the other hand, only focused on Mismagius like as an option because he has the snipe ability with linear attack, and he has the Dust Stone, which he can directly search for with greens. He does play Omastar as well for all of those pesky annoying decks like Florges and Pidgeotto. So he also has the Mimikyu, so it seems like his deck is covered for everything, and clearly it worked, right? He got to top 8. It just seems like getting the deck to do the same thing over and over feels very difficult, in my opinion. It doesn't even have maximum Poké Gear, so if you don't start greens, then you might be in trouble. It doesn't have maximum tackles. I don't know. It feels a little all over the place, but the combo with Mismagius plus the counter gains and expert belts, along with the B-string and the abuse of 2 energy Calamitous Slash is really powerful. 2 energy Jet Pierce and 2 energy Chaotic Order GX is also really powerful. You could even go 2 energy GG and GX. If you attach the Karate Belt, you would only need 2 Psychics in order to use GG, and the energy is also all over the place. We have 2 unit energies which cover fighting and dark, so they kind of help both, but you can't have 2 of these because then it's not good enough. So then he had 1 Rainbow, but then he had Weakness card energy to cover for Guardian. Then he had the Dark Energy and the 2 Fightings and the 3 Psychics because he also has the Mimikyu in order to copy attacks with Copycat. Mimikyu with Counter Gain. Both Mimikyus actually seem really powerful, so moving forward, I guess, if you're trying out this deck, I would definitely advise trying out the Fairy type Mimikyu for potential good matchups against Nagnatell and Guzzlord, but also to possibly punish ADPs who end up attacking. I think that would be fairly solid. We do have 2 custom catchers and 1 great catcher, so having the possibility to cost non-GXs along with GXs, but not maximum because he has everything, He has the Omastar for the fossil bind, so no items for them, and has the Pokemon and the Rare Candy and the fossil for Power Plant, which I do think makes a lot of sense, and I really like, as it also shuts off, in case you start Magnetal Guzzlord, it shuts off your ability, and that means you can freeze, as long as there's no Mismagius or Omastar in play. So yeah, it feels like it has a little bit of everything, right? It has a little bit of everything. Clearly it worked. I assume you have to really get the reps in with this deck in order to make sure that you know exactly what you priced, what you didn't price, what you have available, your strategy against the different decks. But against tag team decks, like sniping with linear attack and then following that up with Calendar Slash seems like a pretty decent strategy, right? I think the fact that your energy is not delayed thanks to these two cards is pretty big and should be pretty important throughout the course of any game. I will try to get some games in with this after San Diego Regionals in one of the streams, just so that we don't only have the explanation. But as I mentioned, I did want to continue having content, daily content on the channel, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time to produce the 40 to 1 hour minute videos. There's only so many hours in the day, and so I did need to make this. So let me know what you think about this deck. Let me know if you've tried it, yeah, and what you found that that works and that doesn't work. It's hard to argue against a top 8 deck from LAIC. Gustavo Wada, clearly a very, very, very good player. So I'm very interested in seeing how this ends up working out. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out the channel. And see you tomorrow for another quick deck profile. Bye.